What's up, man? We in the fourth installment, man, on my mini series, the ingredients of the substance of things hoped for, and I'm getting ready to wrap it up next week. Conclude and summarize everything, but today's topic today's ingredient is probably the most important one, mainly because it's self-explanatory, and there's so many examples of this in the Bible that it's crazy. But faithfulness, the fourth ingredient of the substance of things hoped for, is today's topic, man. I had a lot of fun, man, researching and studying, and I got a lot of reference scriptures, man. I'm gonna put them all up, but I paraphrase. I'm not gonna read anything. I want you guys to read it, but I hope that you guys get something out of this one, same way I did, man. I got a lot of insight, a lot of revelation out of this one, man. So bear with me. I'm gonna try to get it all in. So what does it mean to be faithful? You know what I'm saying? I looked up the word in the American Heritage Dictionary, and I got several different meanings, but the one that stood out to me, man, was consistent with truth or actuality. So to be faithful, to have faithfulness, we need to be consistent with truth or actuality. In the Bible, it speaks on how God is faithful to us even when we are not. So even when we do what we want to do, we disobey Him, or we get started on doing something He wants us to do whenever we're ready, whatever the case may be, He stays faithful to us. You ever tried being faithful to somebody or something that isn't faithful to you, or something that doesn't look trustworthy or confident to you? We sit up here all the time, faithful. Somebody that's loyal to me, that won't cheat. Can you imagine being with somebody that is unfaithful or is cheating on you, but you remaining faithful to them? You show me somebody. I mean, there's probably people out there now. Don't get me wrong, people that'll put up with things, but to act there and sit there and know that they cheating or they're going to cheat, and you sit there and you still be faithful to them, it's unheard of nowadays. It's unheard of. Now, God used that as an example in the Bible, or He said that, as long as we are faithful, or as long as He's faithful to us even when we're not. So we can rely on Him even when we can't rely on ourselves. That's powerful right there. Now, Jesus is also, that's probably just as important of an example. It's probably the most important example in the Bible. How He willingly died on the cross for us, willingly sacrificed Himself for the sake of saving everybody else. Even the people that mocked Him, scoffed on Him, hated on Him, spit on Him, mocked Him, all that. He did that for everybody. People that He loved and people that didn't love Him too. We have to have the same type of faithfulness in our difficult situations that we have to undergo. Now, that's that involuntary faithfulness that we have to have when we don't really want to do it. Now, what do we want to be faithful to, or what do we think we need to be faithful to? We need to be faithful to, if we have children, if God blesses us with responsibilities like children or like jobs or family, things like that, He expects us to be faithful to those things. Go to work every day, take care of your children properly, take care of your car properly, whatever. He expects us to be faithful over those things. What other things? What gifts? I talk about my musical gift, music and everything. I feel like God put people in my life. Certain number of my friends, they may call me every so often. Hey, you made a beat lately? Hey, when the last time I need you to make me a beat? Something. You know what I'm saying? Now, it used to get on my nerves, but I look at it now like, you know what I'm saying? God gave me that ability to use it, man. To use it for Him and to help other people with it. And I can't just let it sit on the shelf and not use it. People want beats. I need to, at least be practicing. I need to at least put it into practice, put it into application, so I don't get rusty. Or if I do get rusty, I can, get the kinks out my neck and begin to make, the music that, those friends or other people that, they say, okay, he pretty good at it. Now, do it mean I'm gonna be some big time producer that's gonna make some headphones that everybody want to buy, and then a big company like Apple buys them from me and I become a billionaire? Do that mean that? Am I gonna have the same success story as Dr. Dre? No, I don't know. Who knows? That may not be why I'm supposed to continuously make beats. I may be supposed to continually make beats because one artist, one famous person decided to give me a chance and make a powerful message song, and it touched the people that it's supposed to touch. And that's it. And then I'm a one-hit wonder, and that's all. Who knows why? I don't need to be focusing on the results. See, faithfulness don't have nothing to do with success or failure. I'm going to give you an example. Moses, he led his people out of the wilderness. He was faithful in what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to lead them to the promised land. Well, he didn't even he got to see the promised land, but he didn't get to go there. God let him see it. That was it. Now, he won't unsuccessful because one generation didn't listen to him. He won't successful because one generation did listen to him. All that mattered to God was that he did what he was supposed to do and lead those people. And that's what he did. And, Joshua picked up the slack and they ended up getting it. Now, if we start expecting things, if we start focusing on the results of whatever we've been faithful for or towards, what happens when those expectations are not met? Then we get depressed. Then we get scared. Then we start giving up. I see a lot of people on here doing this, network marketing. Network marketing is a new industry for the job market that people are taking advantage of, man, to work from home and to start their own business. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I talk to people that say, this, you can make a lot of money doing this. Now, what it is people are scared to get involved with it because they feel like it's a pyramid scheme or scam. You don't need to be focusing on that, man. You just need to be faithful in doing what you're supposed to do. If God bless you with a business-oriented mind, and you can stay focused and do what you're supposed to do, do not worry about the results. Let God worry about that. All God give us is responsibility to be obedient. We're supposed to trust in Him. We're supposed to be patient and have perseverance to do whatever He calls us to do. You let Him worry about the results. You don't focus on it. I'm going to tell you what happens when you start focusing on the results and you start focusing on your expectations, and then, you base your happiness off of what those expectations should be. Now, the other example I'm going to use is Elijah in the Bible. Elijah, he had faithfulness. He was very faithful. What he do? He basically put 850 different prophets to shame because they were trying to get people to bow to idol gods. And Elijah was like, no, man, my God is the true God, the one true God. And, these people shouldn't be bowing to idol gods. So he put them to shame, man, and embarrassed them pretty bad, man. Definitely pretty bad. That's it's in 1 Kings, man. I'm gonna put that reference scripture up there, man. I encourage you guys to read it, but okay, I don't know what he expected, to happen. Yeah, he did what God told him to do. He was faithful. But I guess he expected some type of positive outcome, like the king was just gonna be like, you know what, your God is the one true God, and forgive me for everything that I was trying to get everybody to do. I guess he thought that was going. It don't really imply that in the Bible, but you can only go off of what you're reading. That for some reason he was depressed that things didn't go off the way he thought they were gonna go, because they ended up trying to kill him. So he ended up running off and hiding for his life. But after God gave him a little pep talk, gave him little encouragement or whatever, he said, look, man, go back, get back off the rock. I need you to go back out there and do your ministry the way you've been doing it, man. I got a job for you. It's time to go to work. I know you're scared, but go on back out there, man. When we get like that, And our expectations are not the way we think they're supposed to be. Our results are not what we think they're supposed to be. And we being faithful. It's important, man, to get that pep talk from God. You got to pray. You got to go back in his Bible, man. Go back in this God word and read it, man. And God, he'll speak things to you, man, through that. Telling you how powerful it is, man. It's important to have these pep talks with God when we get depressed. But we should not stay and get moped around and all that and just be depressed and not do nothing. You know, yeah, we're supposed to wait on God, but we're all supposed to be faithful. And we're supposed to continue to do our work. I'm going to tell you, I'm doing these videos, man. I don't get a lot of views. I don't get a lot of likes. You know, I really never cared about it. Really. I've never been somebody that really cared about popularity or nothing like that. You know, so it took a lot of courage for me to even want to put my face up here and put messages out here that anybody in the world could see that they really wanted to. Because I don't really care about being known like that. But I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing because it was told to me too many times. You know, you should be saying stuff. You should be reaching people. You can reach people that a lot of people can't reach because you understandable and you can talk to anybody with any type of background or, you know, walk of life. You know how to make some way it's understandable. Then somebody gave me a free webcam. You know what I'm saying? I got internet access. I'm more than willing and more than capable, than to do these videos. So I'm gonna be faithful every Saturday, man. And it don't matter if it's one view or not. It don't matter if I could be that one view. I go back and look at these videos all the time, and it's stuff that I need to hear or rehear. So if I skip a Saturday because I start focusing on the numbers, or, you know, I'm not getting the views I'm thinking, or the people ain't subscribing or whatever. If I start thinking about that, man, and I lose focus, man, I get lethargic, I get lazy. I might just rush and put something up here and it might not be about 2 or 3 minutes and it ain't worth nothing. And then I gotta, you know, I gotta live with the consequence that somebody didn't get that video that they needed that week. I don't want that on my spirit or my conscience, man. I gotta be faithful. So you need faithfulness in order to have faith. Because when these results of these expectations are not met, you need to have something inside of you that's saying to keep going. It don't matter if it's met or not. It don't matter if I see the reward or the result or not. I gotta keep going. God want me to do it, so that's what matters to him, so that's what I'm gonna do. Comments, concerns, questions, whatever, man. We get into the nitty gritty on it, man. Last one, humility. I'll see you guys next week. Later.